The most commonly used skybox in Super Mario Sunshine is a daytime sky with 4 large clouds, and in the distance there's a small layer of animate fog. This skybox is used for almost every episode of every stage in the game, excluding only Bianco Hills, Sirena Beach, and the nighttime episodes of Pianta Village, episodes 1, 3, 5, and 7. But what if I told you there's actually more to this sky than can be seen in-game? In fact, what if I told you there's an entire layer of clouds that are meant to span across the entire sky, but render invisible in-game? Hello everybody, I'm Inkstar, and today we're going to be taking a look at a restored layer of clouds that would span across most of the skies in Super Mario Sunshine. But first, let's talk about today's sponsor, Raycon. No, I'm kidding. Why would I do that? Why would anybody pay me to make a video? I actually just wanted to shout out my friend Rhythm from the YouTube channel Level Select for doing the restoration of this cloud layer. Without him, this video would not exist, so be sure to check out his channel, which will be linked in the description. Being documented on the cutting room floor for the longest time, this discovery isn't necessarily new or anything, but it's something that has never been restored before, just known to exist. We can even see in early screenshots and footage of Super Mario Sunshine that there used to be a lot more clouds in the sky than what we can see in the final game. It turns out these clouds still exist in the final game, but they're rendered completely invisible and inaccessible by any normal means. But why is this? Within the common skybox model, there exists a mesh which spans across the entire sky that uses a dummy texture. Even though we can see the mesh and the dummy textures in the sky model itself, the textures do not appear over the mesh in-game. It is nothing more than an invisible mesh. Alongside the sky model is an animation file, which animates the layer of distant fog. The animation file contains a texture for the distant fog called B Sky Kumo S. But this animation file also contains animation data for another layer completely separate from the distant fog, the dummy mesh in the sky model. But something interesting caught my eye. There are actually 2 texture entries for B Sky Kumo S, yet only one of the 2 texture entries actually exists, the one used by the fog layer. The other entry is completely blanked out. The blank entry is actually being called by the dummy mesh that spans across the sky. So the mesh really is animate and functional in the final game, however no texture is assigned to it, rendering it completely invisible. Remember how I mentioned that there are 2 entries for B Sky Kumo S, yet only one exists? Knowing this, we can assume that both the dummied mesh's cloud texture and the fog layer's cloud texture are duplicates of the same cloud texture, meaning by simply replacing the blank B Sky Kumo S cloud texture with the fog's cloud texture, we are able to restore the hidden cloud layer with full functionality. It's crazy to think that there's still stuff being discovered about Super Mario Sunshine almost 20 years after its initial release. Again, huge thanks to Rhythm for restoring this cloud layer. 90% of this video was thanks to him, so please go drop a sub, or at least go check out some of his videos over at Level Select. He makes a lot of really interesting videos, including some Super Mario Sunshine ones, so if that interests you, go give his channel a watch. Again, there's a link in the description, so go check him out. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you all have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys next time.